What is good, you guys? It's your boy Randy Anderson here again with another episode of the Average Guy podcast on the Average Guy Studios. Right now, we got a couple people running late. I apologize for running 10 minutes late. I really do. But yeah, some things came up and the game is on right now. Yeah. But if you guys give me a couple of minutes, and if you guys have anything you guys want to talk about while I'm waiting, because we're waiting for two people, hopefully two people, to come on in. But until then, I'm just gonna be rambling. So yeah, man. Like usual, you guys know how we do this, man. We're gonna be talking about our sports. We'll be talking about the playoffs, of course, things that's happening in the NBA and probably in the NFL, because I know there's a couple things that's happened. We'll be also talking about hot topics. We have a couple of those because like the title says, somebody got some explaining to do. So you know what I'm saying, that is that. And we have our segment, Get It Off Your Chest. We might play a game. I don't know. You guys know how we do it. But until then, yeah. If you guys have anything, go ahead and put it in the chat box. Yeah, let me know, man. But right now we are waiting. So we're gonna be playing the waiting game. It's gonna be boring as shit right now for a second. But trust me, it will get better. I promise. Promise. Oh boy, like ain't nobody in there. That's crazy, right? Oh man. Excuse me, that was dirty as shit. I apologize for being such a dirty nigga. That is not in my agenda at all. And I do not mean for that to happen. You know what I'm saying? I apologize. Oh. All right, man. So pretty much I'm going to give you guys a little rundown of what we're talking about. And we're talking about the playoffs, like I said. Some early trade rumors in the NBA. That's right, early trade rumors. It's a couple of them that have my head like, You know what I'm saying? I was texting a couple of my people. I was in a group message, and we were talking about the top 5 centers. So we might talk about that. I'm not for sure if we will, but until then, we never know. What else? Oh, yeah, the new Solo movie. We'll be talking about that. And how they have Donald Glover playing, or is his character is gonna be playing a not transgender, a pansexual. My bad, I fucked that all up. Yeah, but he's gonna be playing. He's a pansexual, so we'll be speaking about that. I see what y'all did there. Y'all think y'all smart, but y'all fooling a nigga like me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not. What else? Oh yeah, and another thing we'll be talking about in the hot topics is the Texas shooting, man, and like that's serious because things happened today at least, and I had a thought or two that I might, I'm saying, let that on air. I might let that thought out, but you know what I'm saying, you'll just have to understand until that time, right? Yeah. So if y'all don't mind, real quick, I'm going to send a quick email to the people again. So I don't know if they got it. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't. But yeah, I'm just rambling right now. Hold on. Get my phone. Ooh. Yay, baby, yay. That's crazy. KE. Oh, that's one of the balls. And I think somebody made it. Who's that? I didn't see that name. It is Corey. What's good, Corey?
What's going on?
Not too much, but so yeah, like I was saying, everybody, our first guest is here. Second guest, he might arrive. I'm not for sure. But all right, man. Let's start with the playoffs, bro. Let's start with the playoffs. So, game 3 happened this weekend, and the Cleveland Cavaliers pulled it out to tie the series 2-2. What is your thoughts?
Oh man, it's exactly what we thought it was. Home teams just been taking care of business, man. Like I said, Boston's Jekyll and Hyde when it comes to on the home and
Yeah.
on the road, man. But yeah, they kept getting caught up in that pick and roll, man. They kept leaving Terry Rozier to guard LeBron James, and
Mm-hmm.
hell, that's where basically all his points came from, man. So they I don't know why they couldn't get that together, man. But yeah, Cleveland held they own, man. Did what they were supposed to do at home, and so we're gonna see what happens here in Game 5, dog, back in Boston.
Yeah. You gotta give it to y'all. Y'all called it. Y'all said that they was gonna take both home games. I still let out hope for Boston that they were gonna steal one, but I guess I was wrong. They was putting too much pressure on the little dudes because Kevin Love was bullying Marcus Smart a lot of the time, and LeBron James was bullying Marcus Smart and Terry Rozier, which was what we thought it was gonna be.
See
And
elbow Smart in the face about 5 times in the last 5 minutes, man.
yep, and you see nobody calling nothing. I was like,
Call a damn thing.
right. Yeah, everybody is like, man, the NBA is rigged. I don't know why y'all all complaining about it now. I'm like, I've been to this game. I've been to it was rigged. What are you talking about? If you look at Al Horford is not the same Al Horford that he was attacking the rim in the first 2 games.
Man, they wasn't running plays. I started to think that too, man. The way they came out, I mean, I I don't know, man. I try to think of it like, man, maybe there's a science or something to have a home court advantage that I'm just not seeing. But yeah, they came out sloppy, wasn't running plays, no cuts or anything, taking quick, ill-advised shots,
Yeah.
contested shots. So yeah, it did. That did come to mind for a second. Like, yeah, this is looking rigged. But yeah,
I was like, what was you saying?
then the referees too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Referees, hey, LeBron, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do, LeBron. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We understand we're massaging you know what I'm saying? Because we want you to be better than Michael right now. But that'll be a different topic coming up. But all right, let's talk about the Houston Rockets versus the Golden State Warriors, which that game is on right now. The game 4 is on right now.
Yeah.
But all right, I just want to say everybody was given it was a scare in this game where Andre Iguodala is out today because of a knee contact with James Harden.
No.
And everybody was all up in arms how Houston was gonna take the 2 was gonna make it 2-2. No,
Yeah.
gonna make it 2-2. And then what happened? Steph Curry, that's a shooter. He can't play defense, but god damn it, he went off. He let everybody know that was his house. So what is your thoughts?
Shoot, I just got in. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting for it to come back to commercial for this game 4. But yeah, game 2. Man, like I said, Golden State's got too much going on. Curry was off. With the first 2 games. He was 2 for 13 behind the arc. Then I think the first half of game 3, he was like 1 for 7 from behind the arc, and after that, it was curtains. And you see, I mean, even with him going cold, Durant and Thompson were able to keep them in the game for that period where he couldn't hit a damn thing. So yeah, that's why Golden State's unbeatable. I mean, they run offense very well. Their offense, the way they, the cuts and everything, and how they work, man, it's amazing. So that coupled with the fact that they got 4 All-Stars, yeah, they're unbeatable. A little too much for Houston to handle.
Yeah, All right. So they 40 ball Houston, which everybody's been saying hasn't been done since. Shit, I don't even know. I don't know the last time somebody's been 40 ball like that in the playoffs. All I know is I'm still calling the gentleman's sweep. I don't know what the score is right now, but I'm still calling that gentleman's sweep because KD is a bad man. Klay Thompson, I think, got nicked up just a little bit ago. But yeah, it's gonna be a sweep.
Yeah, it's 54-46. The third quarter just started. It's about 20 seconds into the third quarter. So yeah, Golden
Okay.
State hasn't even hit the 50-point mark. It's third quarter, so yeah,
Oh,
Houston's playing some defense today. That's what it looks like. But
Houston.
you know
Houston must have came back.
they can heat up at any second though.
Yeah, yep, that's true. That is definitely true. All right, man. So let's stay in the NBA realm and let's talk about the trade rumors. All right, and like we were talking about on the group chat earlier this week, Karl Anthony Towns. You said I said top 5 center, and you gave me some centers, and I gave you guys some centers. So before we get to that part, where do you think he would be a best fit for the Suns, where he would be with Devin Booker, one of his high school, or not high school, but his college teammates, Chicago, the New York Knicks, the Boston Celtics, LA Lakers, or Sacramento Kings? Where do you think he would fit perfectly at, or good enough?
Ooh, mainly Sacramento, because each of the other teams already has a well outside of LA, and I only said that because I'm a Lakers fan. I don't want them there. But the other teams have big men that can already function, kind of in the same way that he does. Chicago has marketing. Um, with other teams that you New York has Porzingis.
Yeah.
Who else did you say?
Chicago, the Phoenix Suns, LA, and Sacramento, and Boston.
Okay, and the Suns, if they're smart, the Suns should be picking up DeAndre Ayton in the draft. So
Yep. They got
I
that
mean,
number 1 pick.
they need to. I think each of those teams need to focus on other spots. Filling up other spots on their roster. From the forward to the 1 position, because all those teams you named are bad position in those spots, but they're good as far as big men. So I think once they get all that figured out, then they can think about adding the secondary big man. But now Town should the Kings would be the best fit, but he should go ahead and there's no reason he should be leaving Minnesota. He should try to make that work and try to be an actual center. He's talented. I just think he plays out of position. He tries to do too much. He's not really he can score, he can shoot outside, but he doing more of a favor playing down low, crashing the board. I think he can still get his down there. His production, his points will drop, but I think in the long run it'll be better for the team. It'll help Minnesota work better. But yeah.
All right. I'm gonna tell you guys what I believe. And like I said, Devin Booker and Cat made a nice little duo back in college. So with that Phoenix, that could be a possibility. But the 2 teams that I believe that could make game changers next season would be Boston Celtics and Chicago Bulls. And let me tell you why. Boston Celtics, they could honestly get rid of they got him from Milwaukee. I forgot what his name is that fast. They got him from Milwaukee. They could get Greg Monroe. Yeah. They could trade away Greg Monroe, and they could give away a couple other pieces, or like one other piece, and probably a late draft pick or something like that, and pick up Cat. Now that would leave Al Horford enough time to rest, and usually at all times, because Cat's gonna be out there playing the 5. So with that being said, That's what that's Kyrie Irving, Jalen Brown, Tatum, or what's his name? Gordon Howard or Hayward,
Yeah.
and then Cat. I mean that sounds like a pretty scary little lineup. All young talent. Oh man, that would be crazy. And then you got Al
So
Horford coming off the bench like he does, like putting in work like he did this year. What was you gonna say?
I think the Boston needs more of a defensive presence. They need a big man, and I don't think Cat will fill that position. He can give you a lot of production offensively. He crashes the boards just because of his, just based off his size.
Yeah,
He's able to get the rebounds, but as far as defense and everything, him being a defensive presence, I think that's one of the main things, and a tough defensive presence. Something sort of like a Jordan or a Capella. That's what Boston's missing right now, and that's where they got killed. That's where they're getting killed in this series. So I'm not sure he would be the answer for that, because they'll have all of that talent, but there's still only one basketball to get passed around. So yeah,
that's true.
yeah, you can't stop LeBron if you got LeBron dunking on you every other play, man.
Yeah, you're right.
It ain't gonna matter much.
But I'm just saying, with all that young talent, that could grow into something amazing. But I
Yeah,
mean, Boston's doing something amazing anyway. And Chicago, only reason why I say Chicago is that's my favorite team. And like we honestly need a big man. Like, don't get me wrong, Brook Lopez is great, doing fine, amazing job. But a young big man with Levine, Chris Dunn, and Larry Markin, who made the rookie first team. Congratulations, bro. That would be a mean little that's a mean little team. All right. Now let's talk about another rumor in the rumor mill. Boogie Cousins, DeMarcus Cousins. He could be going to OKC or the Los Angeles Lakers. What is your thoughts on that?
get him. I personally like for him to come to LA. I'm saying come to LA like I'm in LA, but yeah, I'm a diehard. I bleed purple and yellow,
Okay.
whatever, purple and gold, whatever the hell it is. But yeah, man, I'd love that, man. That'd be perfect. Boogie Cousins, man, he gets down. Suit. And then what was the other one?
Oklahoma City Thunder.
That'll work too. I mean, you know, uh, Westbrook's able to draw a lot of attention, when it comes down to that paint. So, that'll be all day right there, once the defender steps up and, dump it off the Cousins for the quick jam. So he'll definitely benefit from that. Then he can give you production from the outside. I think that'll pair up well. They need to get rid of Carmelo Anthony and
Yep.
get rid of him first. And then, yeah, go ahead and plug Cousins in the mix. And Cousins is a great passer too, so that'll complement well, especially with Paul George, being a spot up shooter. That's if he stays. But yeah, I
Yep.
think that could work also. But come on to LA, come to the Lakers. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I believe if Melo leaves OKC, he could if Melo leaves OKC, DeMarcus Cousins could take his talents over to OKC, and I'm pretty sure Paul George will stay. But if
yeah,
that doesn't happen, Paul George most definitely is going to the Lakers. There's
yeah.
no end of maybe buts about that. But if he was to if Boogie Cousins was to go to the Lakers, I don't know. I don't really cause I couldn't really see it because he's a ball dominant player, and then they got the point guard, which is going to be Lonzo, and so with Lonzo playing point, I understand he passes well and everything else, but I don't know. I have no clue. I don't see how it will work if that makes any sense.
Well, I think it could work because they made it work with Rajon Rondo, and Rajon Rondo's a better version of Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball has the potential. Can't well, I don't know. The jury's still out. He still looks kind of he still looks kind of robotic in some of his motions, but at times he does. You can see improvement. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens this year. This year will be telling. You know, I don't want to. I don't like to be a judge of a person. You know, that early in their career, but you know, there's only so much that you can really acquire. You know, after
Mm-hmm.
you know certain amount. Some things are just you. It's just in your in your game, and you're not going to be able to outgrow it. So we'll see if he becomes a little less robotic. I think they can make it work. You know, Lonzo's a good passer, and you know Cousins gets the good spots on the floor, so I think they can make it. They can make it work.
Okay. All right. And now on the NFL side of things, the NFL teams are reportedly discussing a 15-year penalty for kneeling on the field. Now, the question I propose is:
What?
do we still watch the NFL if this happens? Are we still going to protest? And this
What?
goes for, yes, and this goes for everybody. I'll make sure I'll send it to you. I'll send you the picture and the link of it
Yeah,
later on. But yeah, what is your thoughts on that? Do we still protest the NFL for next year or this year? I said next year.
that's crazy. That's crazy. I gotta look into that. I gotta look into that. But yeah, if that's true, man, it's fucked the NFL. You know, it really hadn't reached that point yet before me because you know I had always known that what kind of corporation it was, and you know they exposed itself again, and you know wasn't nothing gonna change if Kaepernick. What I was telling guys, if you know if you're gonna stop now, stop watching it, all the way because if you waiting till Kaepernick gets signed and then you say, okay, Kaepernick signed, all right, let's go back and watch it again. Nothing really gets solved because they've really already exposed themselves. So,
Okay.
you just want, you're just happy that Kaepernick exposed that type of behavior, that we already knew. He just brought it to the forefront. But this is
Oh, hold on.
that's real spiteful. That's a real
Yeah.
spiteful move, man. I gotta look into that because
Oh, hold
that's
on.
great.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Somebody just sent me. It said it's not a 15 years. The link I had that I got off of Instagram is false. It's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, 15-yard penalty. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's what I thought you were saying. But yeah,
Now I said
uh,
like I had screenshotted something from somebody on Instagram, but somebody just hit me up and was like, "Nah, that's wrong."
yeah,
But all right, yeah. So my bad, you guys. It's a 15-yard penalty.
yeah. That's what I figured you were saying. 15-yard penalty. Yeah, that's foul. That's still foul. If a motherfucker want to kneel, they didn't have a problem when Tebow was doing
Right.
it. What? That's all I gotta say. They ain't never got their problem when Tebow was doing it. But they giving you all you need to know right now. Y'all niggas, y'all struggle. Your struggle is nothing. It's false. It's falsified. It's something that's all in your head. Y'all some idiots. Get back to work. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. So that's yeah, exposing themselves on that one.
Yo, man, like yo, I really to this day I hate Tim Tebow just because that whole kneeling thing irritated me when there was a Muslim dude that played on Kansas City. He kneeled for Allah after he got an interception. They suspended him for 2 games, no pay, because he kneeled to Allah.
Was
And I
this
was
recently?
nah, this was like he was on the team what 3-4 years ago, I think. And like after that, I was like, all right, y'all gonna have to chill with this because everybody got into an uproar. It's like, why are you on both knees kneeling and praising to your God? But yet Tim Tebow, not a few games earlier, was doing the same thing for Christ. But
Yeah.
everybody made it a problem. I was like, man, get the fuck out of here, yo, with that.
It's
I always hate Tim Tebow. Always will hate Tim Tebow. Just for that.
Well, it's not on Tebow. That's on the league. That's on the leadership, and they're definitely showing you how they're trying to craft a narrative. I mean, that's a chink in the armor right there. That's a that's a
That's true.
yeah, that's showing you the chinks in the armor right there. That's blatant. That's real blatant. And that's they basically do the same thing. They're basically backing up the same narrative as pushed in the media. Just like you said, they um basically Xing out the Muslim. That's the bad religion, and Christianity's all right
Was a
because, like you
good,
said, they
yeah.
never had a problem with it at all when Tebow was kneeling all year, and then you see somebody kneeling for Allah, and that's it's got that bad stigma to it due to CNN and Fox News and everything. People don't do any research, so yeah, but yeah, if this is the route they're going, then I don't got a problem with saying fuck them. Fuck the NFL. It's been falling off anyway. The
It's
NBA
taken
is on
over.
the path. Yeah, NBA is taking it over. It's looking like a better product. So man, yeah, man, fuck the NFL. I won't have to watch a game if that's the route they're going.
Yeah. All right, man. So let's get over to the hot topics of the week, man. So before we talk about the thing that I really want to talk about, let's talk about this Solo film. Solo is the new Star Wars adaptation of Han Solo, pretty much. And the director said the Childish Gambino's character will be playing a pansexual. And if you don't know what a pansexual is, a pansexual,
What?
yeah, he'll be
Oh
playing.
no.
He'll be playing a pansexual. A pansexual is
Oh,
somebody who
oh.
has sex with anything, male, female, transgender, a tree. It doesn't matter. Pansexual. So my thoughts on that was, wow, you guys really thought y'all was slick. Y'all really thought y'all was slick. Y'all really thought y'all was gonna get away from the LGBTQ community because that's the same thing they did, or that's the same thing. That's what they're doing is they're escaping the thing that happened to Black Panther. Black Panther didn't have any gay representation, so the LGBTQ community got angry and went in on them on social media. And so what they were doing, from what I see, is I could be wrong. I doubt it, but I could be wrong. Is they're making sure to put that in there to make everybody feel like it's a cohesive thing, pretty much. Like everybody's unified and stuff like that. So, what is your thoughts on that?
I haven't got a chance to see it. I saw it. I saw the news, man. But I guess another one I got to look into. Because yeah, if that's true, I mean, when does it stop? I mean, it's just getting more blatant. It's just getting more blatant. It's in your face nowadays, man. If that's what they're doing, the only black Star Wars character. Uh, He
Literally.
just put out that impactful video, and then he resorts to this, and this is what they trying to push on everybody. They trying to act like this behavior is acceptable. Now, if you have if you're born with a condition, that's one thing. That's one thing, and you need to seek help. It needs to be classified. You need to seek help, and this is my opinion, and this is my opinion based off the way I see the world, and as far as things that are conducive to progress. Progress. Yeah, man. They've been trying to push this same type of agenda, man. Everybody, man, you can do anything. Motherfuckers gonna be marrying sex dolls. That was in the news not too long. That you can marry a damn sex doll. It's fucking Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Fucking chaos, dog. They need help. That's what you need help. And so pansexual, and I was trying to get a clarification on this myself. Pansexual is anything, right? It's
Yeah.
not just male or female, but
Yep.
anything. A
Yep.
damn dog.
Yep.
You know?
Animal. It don't matter.
Yeah. Low down behavior. Low down behavior. And this is the type of mindset that leadership tries to push on
Right.
so hey, I'm gonna say it like this, man. I'm a spiritual man. and every dog has its day. I believe Trump is in office for a reason. Trump is in office for a reason. You can see how he I believe he's been good for black people because he's been so in your face that
About it, yeah.
now a lot of people are waking up like, hold on, like, they realizing shit ain't as sweet as you thought it was. Even
Hmm.
if you weren't too sure, now you're seeing. So Trump's been that, and shit, he's been flirting with war and everything, and maybe this is, uh, you know, this
Yeah,
is what it is, man. You see how it is, man, when the leadership chooses to make these decisions, man. Yeah,
that's all true. But
yeah.
oh man, my bad, y'all. But yeah, man, all I'm saying is y'all not slick. I seen it when when I first read it. I was like, oh, okay. Y'all got away with that one. Y'all slick for that one.
The
But
only
I'm
fucking black man. The only
in the fucking galaxy. There ain't never been another nigga in that in that Star Wars universe.
bad.
Oh,
That
I
is
take that back. I take that back. There's one more. And he was Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah,
That's
yeah, I
it.
remember that.
The only
Yeah.
two.
So the second nigga in the galaxy, he's a pansexual. I mean, like I said, be what you. I mean, if it's in your heart, you know, just try to have an open mind. Try to study yourself. But I understand people do have mental issues. Or that's what I see it as. Something that that they may be born with. I'm not sure, but for them to push it, for them to be this push of it, I mean, and this has been talked about for years. It's been prophesized by not no damn people in biblical times or anything like that. I mean, says stuff like that in the Bible, but we're talking about leaders from the
Yeah.
past 20 years. I mean, past 20 to 50 years, they've been saying the same thing, that this type of agenda will be pushed. And here you go, it's right in your face. And especially with the feminization of the black man. So yeah, it's the
I mean,
train keeps on rolling, man.
yeah, that's very true. I mean, hey, do what y'all do, man. As long as you cool, I don't give a shit. Honestly, I love everybody. I don't really care because who y'all fuck ain't making me nut. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's that. But all right, man. Let's talk about the Texas shooters or the Texas shooter. All right. Now, I wanted to say this because I wanted to talk about this because at work today, a lady started to cry because she was like, I can't believe these kids are doing this nowadays. Da 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 da. You see all those kids that died, and now I have somewhat of a heart, and I was when I heard about that, I was like, damn, yo, some of them kids is finna graduate. That shit is terrible. Like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? But me thinking about it, I'm like, she's crying. I'm like, but I didn't say this. Now this is all thought in my head. I was like, but now I was like, now you see how we live. You know what I'm saying? As a black person, when a bunch of white kids get killed, oh, it's a terrorist act. That's this and that. But when black people get killed and shot down by police officers, oh, it's just another day in the neighborhood like Mr. Rogers.
Yep.
I mean
Yep.
that's a thought that went in my head, and I was like, am I fucked up for that? But I was like, hey, I mean, life is life. So, what is your thoughts
Yeah.
on this?
I mean, that's truth. You're not wrong for thinking that. Like you said, certain things, it's a cause and effect world. When you and I like I said, I believe this is how I see things. This is how I see things. This is the only way. So don't take it the wrong way. But
Right.
this it's a spiritual type of thing. I believe it's a spiritual thing. Uh, when you put out that type of energy, it tends to come back. That's why you don't tend to see that with was in the black race. I don't see it in the black race. Now other groups, I'm not sure if it's going on. You know, I don't watch the Hispanic television, or I don't know everything. You know, you hear stuff that's going on over in the Middle East or in England with the different groups.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, I mean, even with the stuff that goes on in the Middle East, that's manufactured. There wasn't a lot of fighting before the U.S. set foot on those grounds, and they know how to go in there and stir division amongst the people. And so what you got going on over there is, you know, a division between the Muslim groups, and they're at war with each other. And it wasn't like that before the U.S. set foot on there. So, you know, that's the type of thing that's the type of that's the type of energy that they foster. You see how it is here. You see how it always been. And you know, when you're that way to your people, it just, I think things like this, you know, just to see, you know, and they're going after the children too. The children of all, you know, then, you know, you see other little shootings other places. You know, you had the Waffle House thing. You know, that was, you know, that was a hate crime. But you know, the main thing that you're seeing is the attack on children. You know, at these schools. These are children. Usually tends to be Caucasian children. So I don't think it's something they really can't explain it. You know, you've seen at times like the Vegas shooter. He didn't have a history. He didn't have a history of that type of mental illness or anything. You know, so like I said, I'm a firm believer in spiritual things, and you know, when you put out that energy, you know, and it's been ignored. Look how it's been ignored nationwide. So, you know, when you agree, or you know, you let those type of things take place, you become complicit in the crime yourself. So, like I said, and this is just a theory. This is a theory of mine. This isn't, you know, word or anything. You know, it's a theory of mine based off you know, way I see things and what I've gathered, you know, the way I pay attention to different patterns and stuff. So that's my only explanation for it. You know, that and America makes money off
anyway.
pharmacy, off of pharmaceuticals, making, you know, putting shit in all the food. You know, that stuff makes people crazy. So, you know, they're cooking up this type of chaos.
MK Ultra. But but another thing I wanted to say is, like, Dylan Roof, you know what I'm saying? You know how they didn't rough him up at all after he shot up the church. They ain't do nothing to him. They ain't do nothing to this kid either. Yeah. And this kid said he left some of his friends, he left some people alive because he wanted them to tell the story. Do you know how sick you gotta be to say some shit like that?
Yeah.
I want y'all to tell my story, nigga. Like, what? That's fucking crazy. And I seen something on Facebook where, I don't know if you know that little rapper TK. He's facing two murder charges.
Yeah.
Book a beat. I'm just trying to beat a case. That kid. Yeah. He's facing 2 murder charges and he's in jail right now. Right?
As he should. As he should be.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. He definitely deserves to be in jail. Yeah. But this kid, he murdered 10 people. Well, yeah, it said murdered 10 people, killed 13 or injured 13 people, and assaulted a police officer. So, no death penalty. No death penalty at all.
Yeah.
What's this? Like, really? Parole for 40 years? Parole, bro.
So there's already been a verdict in the case?
I'm not gonna say it's a verdict, but it was something that's floating around on Facebook. And like, I seen that and I'm like, really, nigga? 40 years of parole, so no jail time. No jail time at all. I guess they don't believe he deserves jail time. That shit's
Wouldn't
just
put it
wild to me.
wouldn't put it past them.
I'm just
Wouldn't put it past them to do that. We've seen plenty of cases of yeah, being a nigga in America. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's what happens. But
Yeah.
it's just it was just like what I want to happen. You know what I'm saying? I want this kid's father to be punished as well because he got his guns from his father. His father's safe. I don't know if the safe wasn't locked or what, but the parents need to be punished as well as the kid,
Yeah.
because you are an accomplice to this happening because those are your guns. That's your shotgun and your not rifle, but your handgun. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be held accountable for your child's actions. So
Well,
those murders are on you as well as your kid.
well, we got to be careful if we start. We got to be careful if we start that because that could backfire and that could hit the hood, that could hit the black communities because especially with the way where they pin cases on
They've been
guys
doing,
and
they've been doing that to people though. They've been doing that to people.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's just say somebody I know in Kansas City had that happen to him.
Now was he a minor?
His nephew was the minor.
His
And
nephew
like,
was, and that's who did it.
and he was the guardian. Yeah. He
So
was the
yeah,
guardian.
that's what makes him the blame for it. But with I think the shooter was past what he had
17,
been out of
18.
high school for a while, didn't he?
I'm not for sure. I don't know. I don't know all that. But
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that'll be a tricky one. I don't think the parents should be, held accountable. Like I said, we gotta start holding the country accountable. We gotta
that's
we gotta
true.
hold the government accountable. They do what they want, and so many different aspects of life. I'm telling you, they do what the fuck they want. Uh, People think there's a consequence to pay, but there's nothing in the law book that says things like you got to pay your taxes, but we still getting our arm twisted to do it every day. So we got to start. We as a people got to rise. We got to rise. But
Uncle Sam
it
wants his money.
huh?
I said Uncle Sam wants his money.
He wants his money. He's a gangster about it too. He gonna get his money. So gangsters do. You got to go at a gangster in a very
Gangsta
gangster
fashion.
manner. So and sometimes some blood got to get shed, man.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's been predicted. It's been predicted a long time ago.
yeah,
I mean, that's how all great empires fall. But
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there for you guys if y'all understand what we're talking about. But all right, let's move over to the next thing. It's in music. But you brought this up to my attention, that Nicki Minaj thing, her culturally appropriating Asian culture. I seen that, I was busting out laughing. I was like, she didn't think this was gonna happen? Like, who didn't think this was gonna happen when she came out with that Chung Lee record? Well, not the record, but like the cover art, and then she did her performance for that record. I'm like, I seen it coming a long time ago, so I mean, it's not gonna affect me any. But what is your thoughts on it?
I ain't thinking. It's just funny. It's funny because you see that crap a lot of times on Twitter and everything. They're talking about cultural appropriation and shit like that. When they see guys like Little Pump and everything, that's it's laughable. It's a fucking farce because you're basically saying that being a dreadhead and being lean and peeled the fuck out is our culture. So it's funny how it kind of just came around full circle. Uh, it's all foolishness. It's all foolishness. She wanted to dress up as Chun Li. She wanted to dress up as Chun-Li from Street Fighter, so that's what she had to dress up in.
Yeah, I mean,
I, that's all bullshit. Oh,
yeah.
what are we talking about? Yeah, it was. What the fuck are we talking about?
Oh man. All right. So the next thing, I'm pretty sure if you guys haven't seen it, but it's on my Facebook page. I want you guys to follow the Facebook page, the Average Guy Average Guy Podcast on Facebook, and the Average Guy Studios on Instagram, and also follow Grit Sports Media. But if you guys didn't see, I had posted a video of me reacting to the royal wedding and how everybody is like, yeah, go sis, you get that dude, you're royalty now. But just a week or two ago, y'all was this. I'm pretty sure the same people was complaining about Donald Glover having a white girlfriend and having mixed babies. So like the description says, somebody got some explaining to do. Somebody got some explaining to do. So I want to speak about that. Go ahead, Corey. I'll let you go first.
Well, man, that whole thing, man. I'm sitting there getting the brightness right on my screen, but
okay.
Man, that whole day was sad to look at for me, man. All this focus, man, on this. First of all, they're not a royal family. There's nothing royal about them at all. Uh, People don't even question. All they see is money and glitz and glamour. Don't even question how they acquired that money. They acquired off people that look like you, look like you and me. They acquired it off their backs. Slavery, murder. They're involved in. They've been implicated in pedophilia.
Lots of
Child rings, man, just all type of stuff. They're just a low down family. They have a low down history. So this this wedding, it meant nothing to me. It was Malcolm X's birthday, man.
That was crazy too.
Didn't
That
see
was
any
definitely crazy.
headers for little simple things. You'll see a Google header for National Girlfriend or Boyfriend Day, but no respect to Malcolm X, a man that actually had a change of heart and believed everybody should join together. But he's painted as a divisive individual. Spinning the story as always. But back to the double standard of what with Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, and Meghan Markle. It's always like that. I'm not. I won't go ahead and say it's the same people. I'm not sure it's the same. Now, have you witnessed it being the same person? Okay, yeah. If you witnessed it, then
That's why I said that.
That's just ignorance. That's not using your brain. People. I have no explanation. Just stupidity, absolute stupidity. Double standard. Like a lot of things, a double standard in society. Women don't get held accountable for the same things men do. Men get crucified. That's society tries to take down men, and a lot of times it's black. A lot of times it's black people. Black men and women. They do a lot of they're responsible for painting us in a bad light. You can look on Facebook and see the different ways we talk about each other.
That's true.
So that's that's just that's not you wouldn't want the kids to see that because they're going to grow up and think the same thing and it's going to just keep repeating the cycle. So yeah, I mean, keep the same energy, but at the same time none of that. It's all. None of it matters. None of it matters. It's like those stupid people being stupid people.
When I seen it, I was like, "Wait, what?" Like,
yeah.
I really want you to keep the same energy.
Yeah.
The girl was like, "Yes, sis, get it. Oh, finally we got a black female that's royalty." I'm like, wait. No, there's plenty. We've had plenty of royalty. You
Yeah,
just probably don't know about it. And like, I want to thank a lot of people that are actually woke and actually know some history that is ours. That actually posted some stuff like, no, we've had multiple princesses and
yeah.
queens that are black. You know what I'm saying? And like, I want to shout all them out because I was like you just said, y'all just sound so ignorant half the
We
time.
we claim not to believe anything that comes from the media, but the family that they feed us, we love that family. I mean, but you claim not to trust anything from the media. This is the family that they focus on. They've been focusing on for years, and you think they're righteous?
Right.
But anything that has to do with anything in America, man, is anything righteous presented in a righteous manner. So, just people being ignorant once again. People being ignorant.
Yeah, and like it was another thing. It was the royal wedding has never ever been on a Saturday.
Really?
Yes, and I don't know. This might be a little conspiracy theory, but like y'all had to do it on a Saturday on Malcolm X's birthday.
On
Because
Malcolm X Day.
honestly, I'll be honest with you, I forgot it was Malcolm X's birthday until you told me, and I was like, wait, what? Because
Yeah.
the only thing you see on the internet was the royal family, da 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 da. And I was like, wow, I didn't know that at all. But
Yeah.
and another thing, I was like, so we just like I was so confused. I was just like, man, I was like, I'm done. How are y'all gonna like stay? People woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 4 in the morning to watch this wedding.
Yeah.
Y'all are that driven by somebody who doesn't give a shit about y'all.
One one more thing, and this is how you know nobody has read anything. Uh, it goes back to colorism. Colorism, how white people, how the whites have used colorism in the black community with the lighter shade versus the darker shade. So you see Meghan Markle, you basically you got to squint to see the black and the black in her. You're not gonna see nobody looking like me, not even yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna
Right.
see anybody looking like us, uh, sitting on the royal throne or whatever it is. So, this it's not a win. It just shows you people don't read at all. Don't read anything. That's the basic information. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And before we leave
foolish.
off,
The
yeah.
sheep always show themselves.
Oh yeah, def.
Yeah.
Give them enough time, they will. And I want to before we leave off, I want to leave off with this lady on Instagram.
Seeing all of the different reactions to the royal wedding. Some people are excited, some people are careless, to each his own. Some of the recurring comments I have seen center around the idea of a prince choosing a black woman. Yes, we've made it, black girl magic, run that castle, sis. I've also seen comments that say, our future children will be able to look back and see a black princess and how
False.
representation matters. And to that I say, Queen Asantewa, Amina Shaketu, Amina Tor, Nandi, Amina, Nihanda, Nzinga, Nefertari, Tai, Tetu. Who am I missing? So many. Now we Damak, Empress Menen, and the list goes on. Royalty is nothing new to us, you understand? And even in 2018, royalty still exists in Africa. But a lot of us, we value European monarchy as a paradigm for which we base if we've made it or not. So, it has been
You know what I'm saying? She ain't say nothing but the truth. Nothing
Yeah.
but the truth. And I'm gonna let everybody know right here, right now, Nefertiti was not white, motherfuckers. All that bullshit they fed y'all, nah. Get that out of here. But yeah,
Yeah.
man. I wish I had her Instagram name. But shout out to her. She ain't speak nothing but truths in that. And now let's get it off your chest, man. You know what we do. Good, bad, or indifferent. Get it off our chest. If you don't want to start, I'll start, Corey.
I wasn't gonna say much, man. If you saw my post, man, I had a screen caption from last night, man. Uh, uh, them claiming that, this was LeBron's fourth 40-point game against the Celtics. It was just to show you basically how they just try to feed you information. They don't put anything in the context. They just throw numbers out there with no substance to it. So I had to, add a little tidbit to it. They said it was LeBron's fourth career playoff game against the Celtics with 40-plus points.
Yep.
He put in parentheses, Jordan only had 3 of these type of games. They just had to squeeze that in there. So, you look into it, Jordan's only had 2 playoff series in his career against the Celtics, 1986 and 1987. First year was a 3-game series. That was his sophomore season, and that was the series where he scored 63 points. He scored 63 points against the Celtics, which is still a playoff record till this day. He had 49 in the first game, and then he was basically tired out from that game 2 and game 3. He was tired out from that 63-point performance, so he only had 19 in that game. Yep. And they were subsequently swept by the Celtics. That was he was going up one. He was Jordan going against the Celtics. You know how they were, and this is sophomore season. And then they lost to him in 4 games, 3-1 the very next season in '87. So those were his only games. Those were the only times he played them in the playoffs. Out of 7 games, he had 3 40-point games. Okay. So then we go to LeBron. This is his 7th. This is his 7th series against the Boston Celtics in his career. And yesterday was their 38th meeting. And this is his 4th 40-point game. So that's just to put that into context and just show you how they try to force feed you shit and try to pass a narrative. Now, like I say, my eyes, LeBron is on that Jordan level to where he can be in the conversation. We can have that conversation of who's better, but we gotta you got opinions and then you got facts. Yep. It basically comes down to that. He's not better than Jordan, but we'll save that for another day. But we gotta expose those things.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Oh yeah, I want to let everybody know this Thursday we'll be having another episode like usual, but I'm gonna reserve that for Scottie Pippen. You know what I'm saying? So Scottie, you'll be up Thursday on the bracket. Just let y'all know ahead of time.
Oh yeah.
But I actually got a couple things that I get off my chest. One, I would need people to. I really don't shake people's hands like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll dap you up real quick, but people, I'm gonna need y'all to wash your hands. I'm gonna definitely, if I see you in a restroom and you use a urinal and you just walk right out, I'm gonna look at you crazy.
Get on their ass.
I'm gonna look at you like, huh? And then if you try to shake my hand or dap me up, I'm gonna be like, you good, bro? I'm gonna say we good. But that and then okay, all right. Y'all got to get out of here with this, man. Y'all eating mayo. Y'all using mayo for everything. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. I seen mayo ice cream, my nigga. Mayo ice cream. I said, how? How does this work? How does this work? Mayo does not need to go on everything. This nigga had mayo ice cream. Eating mayo ice cream like it was a fucking delicatessen.
Hey, brother.
Like, what?
Hey, brother. Hey, the world needs us, man. Hey, the world needs us, man. We gotta touch some people, dog. Hey, they need us, man.
Oh man. I was in shock, bro. I was like, how? Like, who in the fuck told y'all to do this? That's like, all right, now I'm gonna be tossing out a specific group, but y'all fuck up everything. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. These motherfuckers made avocado ice cream. I love avocados, but avocado ice cream? What
Ice cream.
doing?
Wow.
What are y'all doing? I'm like, you know what? I thought it was bad when I seen the avocado ice cream. But now that the mayo ice cream came out, I'm done. I'm tossing my hands up, yo. It's terrible.
That's terrible. Yeah, that's awful.
All right, man. If you ain't got nothing, it's gonna be a short episode this week. But I promise y'all, we working on a couple things, y'all. We're working on a couple things, and when that happens, it happens. But y'all see it when it happens, and we'll let y'all know probably a little bit ahead of time. But now with this all being said, we're gonna cut this episode short. This has been the Average Guy Podcast on the Average Guy Studios with your host Randy Anderson and my co-host
Corey Gilmore.
And remember to follow Facebook, the Average Guy Podcast, Instagram, Average Guy Studios, Facebook, Grit Sports Media. Make sure to do all that. Tell a friend, like, subscribe, and y'all know how we do it, man. See y'all Thursday, man. We out. Peace.
Yeah.